very nice. And it will continue to go down with this one also. So screws, once again, we'll only be able to support 40 screws per minute. Okay, that's fine. And in terms of plates, this needs 30 to function. And you don't have. Oh god. Really? Oh no. Oh no. I never connected this. Oh, that is embarrassing. Oh god. Oh well. It's fine. We could have had so many more reinforced plates probably. Oh well. Oh, this is not today. This is from 1.5 weeks ago, I think. And it's just not been looked at and considered. Oh god. Oh well. It's good to have it fixed now at least. So 30 plates we'll need. Yeah, so these are making more than enough plates. This one is making 15 rods. This one can only take 10. Okay, so let's change you to 10. That's good. So let's consider what our bottleneck is. Well, then it must be the screws because we're creating too many plates as it is. So we're able to produce 40 screws. So I believe that this is annoying math. I need to consider how to do this math. So 60 we need to do let's see, 60 divided by 40 times 100. Is that the one? No. No, that wouldn't be the one. Is it? I'm just trying out things, to be honest. Yeah, that's the one. Yes. So again, you can also do math in these small text fields, which is super cool. So what I was doing is, well, we this is showing 40 still. We can produce up to 60, but we only need 40, right? So we need to calculate how much of how much percentage 40 is of 60. So essentially we say 40 divided by 60, okay, which is less than it can be here, because, well, actually what you know from basic math is that percentages are also just a decimal between 0 and 1. So we can say 60 divided by 40. Oh, no, other way around. 40, which is what we want to produce, divided by 60, which is the maximum we can take in. This means that this is essentially 1/3. Which, yeah, I could have also calculated in my head. So 0.666667 is the same as 66.66667%. So we simply just times it by 100, and that's it. Fairly simple math. So 40 divided by 60 times 100, then we get the result that we want. Good. That means that we only need 20 plates per minute. Okay. Which means only one of these machines essentially, but let's keep them both and just half them. We can say divided by we can say divided by 2. There we go. And divided by 2. Good. Okay. That's those constructors, the assembler as well. All of that handled. as well as this one. Good. Then we need to consider the smelters. So this is just one smelter going directly in here. This one needs 15, so we also just halve this one. Okay, good. And then this one is splitting into two. Which means the full... Wait, what are we creating here? We're also creating plates here. Yeah. This is a strange setup that I made. Oh, we have a bit of a spam thing. Let me remove that. Good. So yes. So I wonder why I split this up, because we don't... Oh yes, we did need it. But I didn't do it for this one. I guess just for a simpler setup, maybe. Okay. Oh, this one is also the wrong color. Good. So we have a few things that are the wrong color here. Good. Along with you guys. Yes. There are always a bunch of things that you overlook. Yes, so we are splitting this up into two. One of them is leading to plates, one of them rods, okay? But this one only needs 10, and this one needs 15. So, we just say 25. There we go. 10 plus 15 is 25. Perfect. And then we go here and change colors of these things also. Good. Then we go back to the miner and we say, well, you only need to make 55. No, you only need to make 25 plus 15. So 40. And there we go. We are still not seeing a perfectly straight line. This might just take time for some of this, and that's okay. But I believe that we have kind of optimized the lines now. We see all green everywhere, meaning that all the machines are actively working. Of course, we're not seeing this over here, but this is also disconnected from the whole grid, so it's fine. So yeah, what we need to do is now do a similar thing for the rest of our machines, because we also have a bit of a factory up here. Not only that these containers are full, which means that it will be difficult to test. So actually let's just go and get rid of a few things, and I might just make... We can just sync things. Let's do that. Because, yeah, I mean, we're producing so many of all of these things that I don't mind syncing them. Like, we're gonna be full soon enough of many of these. This is a Mark II belt. Okay, good. Yeah, and it just clears out our inventory and keeps space in these ones over here. Okay, good. You... Because, yeah, as you can see, they're already full again. So, we'll deal with that at some point. But I feel like mostly this is already how it should be up here. So, let's consider it all. Let's look at the copper sheets first. They're taking 20 copper ingots. Okay. But this one is splitting. So we want to essentially cut that by a quarter. Oh. Oh, not by a quarter, but 3/4 rather. Wait. So I can do like this. Yeah, 75. I don't know why I was doing math for that. Oh well, it's fine. Yeah, so that's good. That one is perfectly set up now from the smelter's point of view. So let's consider this one then, because it splits into this one. Yeah, and this one is 15. Great. So 15 and 15. Good. That means that these two are also perfect as they are. Yep. Okay. They merge into just cable going straight in here. Okay. That's fine. Then we need to consider cable. So you should be taking in 15, which you are, creating wire, 30 wire per minute. You should be taking in then half, pretty much. So divided by 2. Oh, divided by 2. There we go. And that means 15 cable per minute. Okay. So those lines are corrected, but it means that we need no, it's here. Yeah, we don't need to adjust the smelter. Oh, we actually do, yes. Because one is going into 15 and one is going into 15 also, no. So no adjustment of the smelters. Okay. So this was fairly simple. So let's try to just empty a bit here and see how it goes. We should see things happening. Sorry for going in and out of photo mode, but it gets stuck on a weird whining noise when I go into photo mode sometimes, so I want to... And the way to fix that is going in and out. So yeah, I just do that. Ooh, okay. Yeah, all green. Good. That's what we like to see. Perfect. That means that this... Yeah, we can see that the consumption is actually going closer and closer to the max consumption. Which is great. That's a good sign. Perfect. All of you are green. That's what we want to see. And yeah. Then I believe concrete is not perfect at the moment, so we also need to handle that situation. And then we can look at steel after that. Finally. Concrete is all the way up here. And bunny hopping like usual can help you get faster. Concrete is still not backed up, which is nice, but as you can see, it's still not perfect. We have some gaps in here. Oh, we also have this. Good. Meaning that something needs to be underclocked. Likely. So we are producing 120 because this is a pure node. Okay, great. We have 3 constructors. Each of the constructors are taking in 45, but they only need to take in 40. So each, right? Because 40 times, wait, what? 40 times 3 is 120. Yes. Okay. So let's do that. So we want to do the same kind of math trick as before. So 40 divided by 45 times 100. There we go. Now it's 40. Perfect. Then we do the same here. Big number comes first. That is the thing that I remind myself with. Oh. No. Small number comes first. Yes. That is how I remind myself. Good. And finally this one. So 40 divided by 45 times 100. Perfect. So now, because yeah, we wouldn't be able to support all 120, so things would get backed up. Now all of it is working 100% of the time. At least I would think so. Let's look at a power pole here. There's very little now fluctuation, which is lovely to see, but it means that something is still not completely right, it appears. So we might want to have a look around. Where else do we have things? I mean, it might be at coal powered, maybe. All of these are green. You are disconnected from the grid, so that's fine. Yeah. I mean, maybe the slight fluctuation is simply just the factory adjusting. So maybe we give it some time. But as you can see, like, I can't remember the exact number at the beginning, but I think it was like 350 or something like that for the max consumption. Now it's like 100 less, which is amazing to see. Perfect. We see some things being backed up here. I think it's fine. I hope that all the math is correct, but I cannot guarantee that, of course. Okay, let's sync a few more things, because we can. We only got one coupon because these things to sync are not really that expensive. I don't want to sync copper sheets. Definitely not bauxite either. Okay. Well, that means that we should look to what's next. And what's next is particularly exciting. Coal. Nobelisk. Okay. Let's also equip our gun. It's better to be ready than not. Okay. We have a lot of quartz still. I would also like to get some mycelia at some point. But let's see here. Basic steel production. That's the one that we want to do. And oh, let's see. So that's fine. We have enough wire. Okay. We'll need more rotors. We should have 150. Okay. And then we'll need significant amount of modular frames. That is a bit annoying at this point because we don't have anything set up for that. So maybe that's what we do right now. That will be time consuming though. Let's see. Let's look at the graph. Okay. Graph is still fluctuating a bit. Again, I wonder if it's just taking some time, maybe. Oh! Hello, Mac. Nice to see you again. Coming back. Yeah, I followed your advice. Did some general underclocking pretty much everywhere. I think, especially here, it makes a lot of sense to do underclocking because I really don't have a lot of space for these to extend this factory. So I like just underclocking here instead of adding machines for now. And then I can look to do that at some bigger open space that is not right next to my base instead. And I also did it over here, as well as with the concrete. So everything should be working efficiently, with no backing up of things. Yes, and I also, if you remember last time, I turned on the 4 remaining coal-powered plants, coal-powered generators. That's what they're called. And yeah, now we have good power. I'm curious if it just takes a bit of time for the machines to adjust and to deal with them having been backed up, and maybe that's why the graph is slightly fluctuating. But as you can see, it's at least very close to not fluctuating at this point, which is a good sign. And also the max consumption just went down so much from that alone. And we have some machines likely on idle, and that's why we see the max consumption being a bit lower. So yeah, thank you for telling me that last time. If you hadn't told me that I can underclock without power shards, then I might not have done it now. So it was helpful. And well, just nice to see you again, and hopefully you're doing well. Yes, exactly. Yeah, it looks like a pattern that repeats a bit to some extent. So yeah. Again, we'll see if it adjusts over time. But yeah, all is good. So the plan for today is to try to get steel production up and running. But what I just realized is that we need modular frames for that, which they are fairly expensive. And also not very nice to build in hand. I might just consider what they require. They require rods and reinforced plates. So I might do a temporary solution of just pumping in what we need into the assembler here. And that's it. I think that just makes the most sense. So let's do organization. It's not gonna be pretty, but that's fine. Okay. You cannot expect pretty builds from me, anyway. Okay, so as mentioned earlier, you can lock the hologram and then you can nudge slightly, which is useful for these kinds of situations where they don't exactly fit and you want some kind of symmetry. Oh, interesting. If I send a message in the chat, it says that I locked in. Very interesting. Okay, there we go. Perfect. And then it's simply just rods and reinforced plates. Okay. Should be fine. How many plates per? Okay. So, but it's creating 2. So if I put in 100 reinforced plates. No, I don't have alternate recipes at the moment. I actually don't have many generally. I haven't been exploring that much because there has been so much to do. So, but yeah. Oh, I see something yellow here. That is not a good sign. And I see more yellow. No, it's a fine sign actually, because yeah, it's just because we don't have any more space in the containers. So that's fine. No problem. Okay, let's just make from 200 reinforced plates and see where that gets us. Because we'll need a lot of modular frames in the future anyway. So, and I'll just add a bunch of iron rods. I don't feel like doing the math at the moment. I think it should be enough rods. Okay. So, yeah, it will just be a weird temporary setup that we'll have for now. That's fine. Doesn't need to be pretty, doesn't need to be anything. It just needs to work, that's all. Okay. I see a connection there, but let's also build another power pole here. Good. That means that we can also just connect you more closer here. Perfect. Yeah, exactly. I need to also consider iron for steel and all of that stuff. Because I haven't really considered where to build them, and I don't want to set up a full like iron miner and all of that again at this point. I want to focus on steel right now. But yeah, these are taking a while. So I guess we'll also spend some time just handcrafting them. I think it might even be quicker that way. But yeah, I mean, it gives me an opportunity to just sit and talk for a while. Doesn't make for great gameplay, but at least thank you. I appreciate it. I don't. I'm not the kind of guy to build pretty things, but I like functional and efficient. So that is my purpose of building generally. So it might not be pretty with beautiful lights and architecture and all of that, but it should be fairly well structured, at least. That's how I like it. I have a bit of I wouldn't say I have an actual OCD diagnosis, I wouldn't go that far, but I definitely have some OCD tendencies, let's say. So I might sometimes spend a little too much time creating structure and stuff like that. But I think in many ways, especially in this game, it can help a lot to be structured. And yeah, we're pretty much there anyway. I feel like it was just a bit of a waste of time to set up the assembler. But we'll need more modular frames, so it's good to have it just running while I do other things anyway. Okay, good. Now we have all the 50, and by this time we only got to make 4 in here, so as you can see, it was just way faster this way. Good. Now, basic steel production.
Milestone reached. Coal and iron can be combined in the foundry to start steel production. Project part number 2, the versatile framework, can only be created via automation, not at a crafting bench. Delivering these to the space elevator is essential if we are going to complete phase 2 of project assembly and save the day. Fix it, and humanity is relying on you.
Oh yes, steel. Yeah, Mac, I will try to scan and just see what I have and like check out general things first, and then see how that goes, and then if I feel a bit stuck on it or like asking for guidance, then I will.